enough to guarantee that kill as Ice Arrow comes out. Wisteria just finding himself alone once again, trying to find the win here as this may go into another map. I don't see how. Opa, getting that EX space in there. Wisteria trying to get the Ice Arrow. Illusionist proc, but it is not going to be enough. Opa there, Johnny on the spot with the camera spinning around. But, man, what a turnaround there. Wisteria maybe jumping the gun just a little bit on that ulti. Had Malachor had time to get the lockdown out, we could have seen just insanity damage coming out from that marksman ult. But so close, just the same. Just beautiful play.
That's what happens when you think you're all cushy and everything. You forget to combo, you think you've got the kill, you're up 2 maps. Then, well, little snake in the grass bites you, and now you lose one, and it's like, now I got to keep playing. It's 11:13 at night, Central European time. You might start get worn down, and also that's a huge momentum swing. It's just like, come on, guys, really? We did that? We lost this map because we weren't, doing this, this, and this? Then you start doubting some of your motions. You start being a little bit more indecisive, and, things can go downhill with some teams. Now, I'm not saying Donors by Heart is going to fall into this trap, as they are a very high-spirited team, and they are well-disciplined, and they have played in many tournaments before, but it is something that can happen, and it can affect your gameplay. So don't be surprised if something does happen and you see more wins coming from N7 Esports.
Both of these guys have vast experience. Most of these teams, they know what it is to play in a tournament setting. They're used to that pressure that you get at the top of the brackets. So, we can only expect them to adapt on the scene. That's the mark of a good team. You adapt, you change up your strategy to get that win. And we're seeing N7 Esports do it now, with Opa, opting not to focus on Wisteria quite so much. As I say that, he spaces in there. Wisteria gonna take advantage of that. Barrier is on him. He eats a fire arrow. Scrift doing his job, getting in there. Leadface and James Lane taking pressure from him. As Opa is just getting completely manhandled by Wisteria and Malachor. Malachor caught in his sleep. X-Strike combo comes out onto him. Opa trying to get the heals out as James Lane is just getting completely worked over. Barrier is out, fire arrow is out, and that is it. James Lane goes down to the pressure. Opa trying to get there. He has the Cyclonic Strike. Will he be able to get it off in time? He does, but he whiffs it. Boomerang Storm comes out onto Malachor, but I don't see it happening. Leadface is too low. Marksmanship guaranteeing that kill, and Scriff pumping his fist in victory.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that Malachor isn't doing the rock and roll band, Guitar Hero on that Herald that I'm so used to. But,
like a little soundtrack, he's going, woo, woo, like a little solo he's got going. Just incorporating that into the game sound now.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be in the best of BLC tracks number 5, but I don't think I'd buy it. Anywho, we're going to go and see James Lane be focused on out. Sleep is already used because that reflect came out from Scriff that would have forced James Lane to sleep himself. And, whoa, a little bit of glitchiness there as we are going to be getting more back into this match. Leadface going to try and throw out those boomerangs. Going to get hit by Wisteria, but a good tornado before that marksman did come out. Only one person hit by that Cyclonic Strike. James Lane is controlled. Scriff looking like he can set up an ultimate pretty soon. Is he going to walk on back for it? Yes, he is. Yes, he's turning. 3, 2, 1. Oh, only hits the AoE. And in the meantime, they are just trying to control Wisteria whatever way possible. Leadface has the ultimate. Will he try and get onto Malachor? Yes, he is. And he's going to do quite a bit of damage with that X-Strike following up. James Lane sitting off in the background. Has the goo in case any kind of pressure comes towards him. Wisteria now on the retreat. And he goes down. Appa doing the correct switch onto him once he's already low and out of cooldowns. Not trying to 1v1 him early on in the beginning. Appa stayed back, actually played it smart, and used his abilities afterwards onto Wisteria to follow him up once the fight was well underway. And we are going to be seeing a 1-1 in the rounds right now as Appa just going to be doing the counter taunts, female version of Scriff's taunt there at the end. So we got 2 shouters on both teams crying out for blood and wanting more victory points.
Absolutely. You know what? Scriff, Wisteria, and Malachor kind of turned into a 1v1 battle. Everybody was fighting their individual battle at the end there, and that is not what you want. You need to be together and working together as a team. And we see this, Scriff getting in there. Deadly Injection. That's what I love about James Lane. Every opportunity he gets, he's putting Deadly Injection onto Scriff. And that is just severely reducing Scriff's mobility and allowing him to get those M1s off as he goes to work onto Leadface right now. Great damage coming out by him. Space, Bro Storm is out. Deadly Injection is on him as well, but he's sitting on a full ulti. He caught in the Tornado. Wisteria gonna go for the double combo. Ice Arrow onto Leadface, into Frost, into Fire Arrow, and let me see. Wisteria caught in the goo. He's got Deadly Injection on him. Malachor forces Space out there to try and get the heals out, but it's not enough. Leadface almost went down, but Barrier in the nick of time stops that last M1 that would have killed him. Malachor caught. Scriff just tried to stay alive, but that is it. 3 versus 1. Wisteria getting caught in the end. Just getting caught out in the goo. Went for the marksmanship. Tried to go for the kill onto Leadface. And Wisteria just not comboing it. Come on, man. You're going on these ultis and you're going alone. You know, if you're waiting for the lockdown, if you're waiting for the heroic charge to combo off of, we could be seeing kills, but the damage you're doing with it is just getting healed back up again. And then, where are you? You're 100 meter down. You didn't even touch their real health, and now you're sitting in goo with Deadly Injection on you.
What happened is he missed his marksman Ice Arrow, right? Which would have set up for Scriff, but, you know, since he missed the Ice Arrow, he's like, I might as well go for Fire Arrow. And then that actually knocked back Leadface, which would have been the target of the heroic charge. But, you know, a little bit of a mistake right there. You know, sort of an executive call you have to make in a split second. And that might have cost them a little bit. But here we go. It's 2-1 in favor of N7 Esports as, you know, we see Donors by Heart really starting to fall behind in some areas as a double Cyclonic Strike comes out from Appa. Nice play. Leadface still doing a great job with that zone, and Chronoflex is down. He's waiting for Scriff to use the Reflect before he unloads his Boomerang Bonanza. When will it come out? Here it is. Reflect is used. Wisteria's in on the fight. He's going to go right on to Scriff. Scriff is going to heroic charge to the other side for James Lane, and look at that. The whole cold team is split. Good CC onto Wisteria. Now it looks like Malachor is going to take a little bit of damage, but a nice EX Sphere to get him on out. Scriff looking for some support, not going to happen as Leadface is there with those razor sharp boomerangs, and that is going to be another wrap for N7 Esports. Really showing a good comeback here in these final rounds and final games, as it is going to be 2-2 in the maps. And wow, this could go on to a second set after what looked like a 2-0 to maybe 3-0 victory for Donors by Heart. They are surprising us, and we are going to be seeing more games, ladies and gentlemen, here in the grand finals.
That we are. Can't love it more, man. You know, every round is like, you want it to go the distance. You want it to go 2 maps to 2 maps, and you get into that final map, and then you go 5 rounds in that final map. You get to that last round where everything is just hinging on how well these guys play. It's nothing more exciting than watching these and casting these games for you guys. As, you know, Opa, Leadface, and James Lane making less mistakes. Opa doing a great job of picking his target better and just getting in there, being annoying, and not focusing Wisteria, not allowing Wisteria to just rape him. So, Opa, Leadface, and James Lane just doing great jobs right now. Complete comeback, complete turnaround in their favor. As Malachor, Scriff, and Wisteria need to tighten up the game a bit, work a bit more on the coordination there. And, you know, let's see if they can make the adjustments necessary to come out here on top. You know, they are 1 map away from winning. You know, should N7 Esports win this next map, we will go into a new series of a best of 5 maps. So everything hinges on this map that's about to happen. Yeah,
exactly. So whether, like you said, Donors by Heart, if they win this next map, they win it because they are first to 3 maps for this set, and they already have 1 set because they came from the winner's bracket seat. So you have to win 2 sets to win. Onan doing a good job explaining in the live stream chat for all the noobs out there asking what the heck is going on. And, you know, so that's why this map is so important. You have to win 2 sets if the winner of this map is going to win the set. So Donors by Heart, they'll take it. They'll take first. If we have N7 Esports take it, we'll reset. We'll do another best of 5 maps, which is first to 3 maps. And the winner of that set will take home the crown and will be, you know, placed in the Dreamhack qualifiers, or they'll be placed in the Dreamhack tournament a little bit differently. So not only is this bragging rights, but it's also for seeding as well.
And it's, yeah, that's it, because these guys are already both qualified. I was about to say, you know, it's also a weight off your chest. How if you were to lose, if you came in 4th, you know, the pressure is still on to get qualified. But, you know, these guys sitting pretty now. It's all about seeding at this point, and like you said, bragging rights, you know, who's coming to the hill.
All right, taking another sip of water, as this next game will be exciting for sure. I mean, what we saw was 2-0 comeback, now to 2-2. And in these last couple rounds, it's been swaying back and forth. You know, it's been 2-2 in the rounds every time. Always very close. Depends on if Scriff hits a full ultimate or not. If he combos it with the lockdown. Also, it depends on if James Lane and Leadface can chain their CCs. A sleep to a tornado. You're looking at 5 seconds of hard control right there. And that is something you just cannot pass up. As we are going to get on this next round, Wisteria playing very defensive. Going to be just shooting arrows off as Appa trying to go on to Malachor right here. Good target to go on, less mobility. Wisteria is going to help try peel though. 1 blitz, 2 blitz, and actually a second blitz. He comes on back a little bit prematurely, misses the fire arrow. Leadface in the meantime getting pressured by Scriff. Chain heal comes out, good one by Appa. And oh wow, X strike to Cyclonic. Charge to, I don't even know, did James Lane have a deadly injection on him as well? That was huge burst damage onto Malachor, who looked like he was out of position. He was a bit forward in on the fight. Did he just space? I'm wondering. Similar. What was the recap on that last play?
Yeah, he was completely caught out. You know, the X strike wouldn't have allowed him in any case to try and recover. It was just too much well coordinated damage. The space was down. He had no way out of that, and you know, just great execution by Leadface and Opa. You know, X strike into Cyclonic strike, insanity damage coming out, no way to recover from it, and Malachor just blew up literally.
Yeah.
But, yeah, look at this. You know, Scriff already getting pressured by Opa. This is the kind of war that Opa wants to get into. This M1 war with a tank. This is good. He can win this, as Chain Heal is just going to heal up everything that Scriff does to him, and Scriff has to use meter to get the same effect. Nice taunt onto Opa though, and Wisteria doing some good damage onto Leadface as the Cyclonic strike comes out onto Opa. Opa, this is when it's all going to come down because Leadface getting the Boomerang Fury. Scriff trying to get some pressure onto James Lane as Wisteria is getting completely destroyed right now, sitting at 20% HP. Nice Ice Arrow into Fire Arrow combo, but Leadface has the sprint and he is free to do damage. Chrono comes out to kind of limit that as Malachor sitting on full ulti, goes for the lockdown, not going to hit a soul, and that is no good as the max rage heroic charge comes out from Scriff. Beautiful job, but we get the counter kill. Leadface with the Boomerang Fury. Malachor forced to space around the corner. Scriff completely out in the open, no movement abilities to get out, and Malachor finds himself 2v1. The tables have turned, everything has changed, and Malachor is completely alone now, 2 versus 1, and I can only see this going to a 3-0, man. Like, the momentum is completely in N7 Esports' favor right now.
You know, and I was talking about that. I was really talking about how just losing one map to a silly mistake and the fact that you've been playing in this tournament for so long can really wear you out. Now that N7 Esports, they were pinned against the wall. They're like, guys, we have to win this map. We have to win this map. So they were hyped up on energy. But Donors by Heart, they were just like, oh, well, yeah, we need to win this map. Okay, whatever. But once you start losing, you keep going downhill for a little while until you yourself are pinned into a corner. Animal-like instincts come out. You got to fight for your survival and fight for the gold. As we are seeing Leadface, good X-Strike onto Malachor. Looks like Malachor really is their target of choice. And they are doing a great job controlling Wisteria, who now is going to use the Marksman ultimate. Ice Arrow, Fire Arrow just missed because Scriff used the lock, or the knockback from his M1. And Malachor, he could be going down any kind of heals whatsoever. Scriff having to use the Battle Shout. Going to get some more temporary HP. Chronoflex going to keep Malachor safe and pretty in that little hallway right there. As Wisteria is going to stay on back and make sure Appa can't get on in. Scriff, in the meantime, has a heroic charge. He's just going to use it for spacing. Can he get Leadface? One more M1, and that is it. Multi-arrow comes out. Blitz. Wisteria going to just go on, and he knows he has the battlefield in his hands. And this is looking like Donors by Heart coming back, and they are not going to be taken so easy, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, the momentum swing was not in their favor. Oh, Leadface. Oh, he's trying to throw the tornado so that he could have more invulnerability frames stuck up in the air. Not going to happen, though, and that's a quick lockdown. So 1-2, still in favor of N7 Esports, but Donors by Heart showing some kind of standing similar. Do you think they can make it?
They're showing their heart, man. I like it. Oh, no, good job by them, man. This is the kind of comeback that they need. Like you mentioned, you know, you're caught in the corner, your back's to the wall. All you got to do is fight to get out, and this is what we're seeing right now as Scriff with his taunt there onto Leadface. Leadface lands a tornado onto him. Malachor getting pressured hard as X-Strike combo into M1s. Tries to space out, but Leadface not letting up, just keeping the pressure out there. Good Ice Arrow by Wisteria to get some peels out as the X-Strike just keep raining in. Wisteria just trying to peel, and this is it. Blitz combo. Can we see the Ice Arrow? Ice Arrow is whiffed. Fire Arrow is whiffed. Leadface is so close, though. One hit from death, and Scriff is there to give it for him. And that is it. Goes down. Great job by I was about to say Giants Gaming, by Donor's Heart. Completely deserving of this second round here. They just managed to survive. Leadface and Opa getting too aggressive, just trying to get those last kills and really, leaving themselves open to punishment from Wisteria, who did 450 damage that round. Just insanity damage coming out by him. Great job by Wisteria. That round goes to him as, he gets his marksmanship ult and he's just pumping damage into Leadface, who is desperately trying to get to X-Strike combos, etc. onto Malachor. Just was not working for them. They were too focused on one target and not adaptive enough.
I agree. And, look at this. They're punishing Appa for trying to focus on one target. Wisteria's covering for Malachor. Malachor can throw the fear out. And Scriff, in the meantime, he's somehow winning a 2v1 against James Lane and Leadface. I'm not sure how that's happening, as Wisteria Ice Arrow to Fire Arrow, and oh my goodness, Scriff missed. Yeah, he missed his heroic charge. I'm not exactly sure what James Lane is doing with all of his energy. He might be throwing out EX injections, but it's just not doing enough, and we're not seeing any kind of real bursted coordination from this cold side anymore. Usually we'd see the boomerangs followed up with a cyclonic strike or a cyclonic charge, and that's not happening anymore. As well as Appa's going in, he's trying to do the same thing onto Malachor he was doing with Wisteria in those first two games that they lost. And, instead of Wisteria just doing a 1v1 against Appa, it's Malachor's just healing, getting energy that way. And Wisteria's doing all the damage and getting energy by hitting Appa on the back, getting the Frost Arrow, getting the multi-shot, and he's getting, I think, even more abilities off onto Appa because Appa is actually just trying to focus too much and not coming back by his team, doing the chain heals correctly, and punishing Vanguard for trying to go in so deep. And that's going to be it, guys. Right there, Donors by Heart actually did finish it up with a nice 3-2 victory for that last map. So that is 3-2 in favor of Donors by Heart. They are going to be the finals champion here for this Dreamhack Summer 2011 Qualifiers tournament hosted by blgaming.com, commentated by Cast with a K, myself, and Similar the Riot, which is the Rioting Casters crew. So Similar. Whew, this tournament today, my voice is rough from commentating so much. There was so much action happening. What do you think the best things in this tournament were? Give us a little bit of a recap and a little bit of a highlight reel.
Donors by Heart versus Ham No Idea. Hands down the best match of the day. Like that match was just amazing. Just the plays by Zab, the plays by Scriff, teamwork involved. It going back and forth. You never knew who was going to come out on top. It going to a third map. I mean, that was, by and large, the best map of the day, match of the day. You guys have to go and check that out. If you weren't able to watch it live with us, go back, catch the VODs, because, man, that was by far some of the most epic play I've seen in BLC so far. It's just, that's all I can talk about, really. It's just, the game, all the games today were amazing, but that game was legendary.
Zoe Gear and Oars.
Zoe Gear and Oars as well. Running that double healer comp was really led to some energetic, moments. But man, no, it's hands down. Just go and see that game. Donors by Heart, Ham No Idea. Excellent play. Just beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. And despite there being a lot of packet loss issues and routing issues, got some lag, all that kind of stuff, I got to give a shout out to all of the players in this tournament. For putting up with it and playing through it for the most part and being a bit more well-mannered, even though in this game, 10 MS actually has a little bit of an impact. And, well, with packet loss, you start missing some stuff. Everything's a skill shot. If you're out of position for a split second, you could be capitalized on. And with packet loss, that makes that situation a whole lot worse. But I'm glad that they stuck through it, they played it, and, that's what being a true champion is all about. Playing through difficulties and rising to the top and still, showing superior and great gameplay to the audience.
Absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out to all the streamers, or not the streamers, but the viewers for watching. I mean, yeah, we did have some kind of graphical bugs. The stream is actually looking pretty good right now, so, and supporting this game. It's good that you guys are watching, and wherever you found it, whether it was solo mid, whether it was off of owned, whether it was the Bloodline Champions in-game announcement, come and join us every weekend. We have tournaments every weekend, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, Saturday and Sunday, provided that I'm here to stream and that nothing breaks, which has happened a couple more times recently. But everything should be fixed now, and everything should be golden. Similar. What more do you have to add?
Oh, yeah, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in to watch. And, love seeing so many viewers tune in for these epic matches that we had to cast for you today. Consider myself extremely lucky and, happy to be casting for you guys. And, especially to be viewing these matches. I mean, highest level of BLC play that we have seen to date. These tournaments just keep getting better and better week after week. Just so much goodness to go around that you really can't miss out on it. So, like Cass said, show up 1 p.m., Sundays and Saturdays for these EU tournaments. They are just the top of the line, cat's meow, all the good stuff rolled into one. So, just like I said, we will be, also something to note, that we'll be casting some of the in-game tournaments this week, certainly, I'm sure. So, if you're one of our U.S. viewers, tune in. We're usually starting the stream live around 6 p.m. during the week, and if you want to keep track of that, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We always post as to when we are doing these sorts of things, streamings, Q&As, or just, us streaming our play. So if you guys want to come and make fun of the casters while they play, dude, join us and follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We'll let you know when that's happening.
Yeah, exactly. And that is actually 6 p.m. Western, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and then Euro time, well, just add 6 more hours. But again, guys, when I say 1 p.m. Eastern on the weekends, that's Eastern time. That is actually 7 p.m. Central European time. So for reference, just check CET, that's 7 p.m., and find your local time zone via that. But yeah, I mean, find Similar and I, when we do commentary and what's going on with Bloodline Champions, we'll let you know anything that's happening with this. If we have any more kind of sponsored teams, I'm usually in the know about that. I'll let everybody via Facebook and Twitter figure it out. I'll do some posts. Whenever I have more tutorial videos coming out, whenever I do a guide to check your latency and what the actual problem is, how to fix some things, what's going on with the stream, just tune in to Facebook and Twitter, like us there, add us, whatever, and we'll keep you in the good know-how. But with that, guys, again, I want to congratulate Donors by Heart for taking first. We have N7 Esports for coming in a pretty close second and, showing us some great Grand Finals matches, as well as Team Oars from the U.S. They will be all qualified for the Dreamhack tournament in Sweden for the Summer 2011 Festival. So congratulations to all those three teams. Another shout out to Similar, my buddy. Always helping me out with the commentaries whenever I need them. And to the support crew behind this. It takes a lot to run this whole thing. We have Falgern, we have Sobi1, we have Rexus, we have Programmer Iron, all being admins, whether they're chat admins, Cybertronics, also being a tournament admin, making sure the players are there, the brackets are lined up, all the signups are in. Everything that goes on with this tournament, those guys are working behind the scenes, and you don't see them. As well as all the artists that help make all these icons. Tadaka, we have Ulimo working on those kind of back-end deals. And it really is a production to get all this done. We do this for free. So just, tune in. Give us any kind of support you want. Give us some feedback. cast@blgaming.com. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like about the stream. I know Similar's microphone might have been a little bit fuzzy, and he might have been clipping at the top end as well from his excitement. So we'll get the audio levels down a little bit better. We'll do a little bit more testing with that in this newest patch, as well as I think he got a new headset recently. But yeah, just let us know, and we will improve it for you. This is what we enjoy doing, and we are here for you as the community. And as the community, help support us. That's what it's all about, and we'll make this game grow. We'll get it big, and I believe that's all I pretty much have to say. Similar, any last words, any last shout-outs?
I'm with you there. Shout-outs to, I got to throw shout-outs at the gotkunju.com for everything they're trying to do for the North American scene. If you are, a U.S. player and you're watching this stream, be sure to visit gakkunji.com for anything that's happening in the North American community. You know, that's the community website. Got a lot of good people there. You know, forums are active. You can always ask questions, all that sort of thing. So check out gakkunji.com as well.
Yep.
And as well as, you know, blgaming.com. You have to go to blgaming.com. Lots of interesting news for multiple games there as well. So, you know, guys, the communities are still growing, and it's so good to see you all, you know, tuning in for these tournaments and keeping in touch through the forums and through the websites. You know, so just keep up the good work, and you know, we'll see this game grow.
Yep. And with that, I guess I'm going to do my familiar outro. Cast with a K, signing out.